Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/username, and if you haven't given yourself a username, give your page a username so it's easy to go facebook.com/Ellie Cook Music, you know, or just /Ellie Cook Music is me, you know, that's enough for people to go, oh yeah, and like I have an easy Twitter handle, it's Kiwi Ellie, you know, so as long as they know that it's Ellie with a Y, they're away, and so, which can be confusing, so it's why it's good to have sort of something to hand out, or on your CDs, something as well, and so I think that's, you know, you've got to tie all of the things together. You've got to make sure that, you know, that the Facebook activity is seen on your website by having a feed there like we have on elliecook.com, because Phil builds, for those that don't know, Phil builds my website, so, you know, you can see who my friends are there, you can see what's happening on the feed, so keeping all of them working together, and that includes your print, your posters, getting QR codes onto your posters so somebody can whiz past it and stick their iPhone up to it and go, oh yeah, she's playing here. So all of that is kind of, you know, it's integrating everything. It's making sure it's all connected. So that bricks and mortar stuff, live, CDs, all of that needs to correspond across to social media and websites, and they all need to, no matter which way they find you, they're going to find everything. That's, you know, that's what you need. I see we've got a question there. Do you find it a better form of communication to actually speak to someone on the phone instead of email, Facebook, Twitter? Yep, when I want to make something happen, I pick the phone up. So like, yeah, if I really want to make something happen, and the bigger they get, the more likely you actually need to deal with them on the phone. And when they get really big, like when I'm dealing with Air New Zealand, I actually had to fly to Auckland and sit down with them, you know, because it was a face-to-face. So definitely there's something to be said for talking to people on the phone, but you can certainly engage people in an email first. I've just had something happen from a radio interview where somebody's chased me down and made an offer from listening to me on a radio interview. It started with them chasing down my email address via my website, and then the first thing he did was give me his phone number and say, what's your phone number, I want to ring you. And so yeah, so some serious communications, definitely the phone, and I've made things happen when, you know, you sort of feel like, oh, this person probably gets too many people emailing, just pick the bloody phone up and actually go straight through to them. And some people that are quite big get quite a shock when you actually get through to them, because they don't expect that you're actually going to ring them up and go, oh, look, this actually, you know. Yeah, and then then of course once they're stuck with me, they've got no chance of escape. So, because I don't take no for an answer.
That's absolutely important that we do not neglect the face-to-face meeting and the telephone. And the telephone is the very first medium, and fully integrated in a cross-channel, cross-marketing action, you know, and strategy. This is extremely important to get people on the phone. And now with the tools as Skype and what about all the Visio phone we can have free of charge on a VoIP or something like that. As soon as you can have a direct contact, this is absolutely important, and this is probably the way to create the most easily the greatest return, because you have the direct contact. And for sure, for some reason, if you couldn't be in person in a face-to-face meeting at the same place because you're living in France and the other one is living in New Zealand, for example, that's easy to be in touch through Skype or something like that. Do not neglect this channel. That's the a precious way to consolidate your customer relationship management and to start engaging, because as soon as you have the direct contact, you are directly in the engagement itself, because you know the person, you have seen it, you have seen this person is her, and then the reverse way is true too, because she or it is seeing you, and this is extremely important. Don't forget that the multi-channel marketing is a huge contribution to start your strong customer relationship management. What about we talked about the crowdfunding, but because this is extremely important for artists right now. And we talked about crowdfunding in the very first seminar we did three weeks ago. What could be a customer relationship management strategy in the crowdfunding? Is it a good way to before the engagement itself, and how did you manage, especially for the latest album with the Sylvesters, when you crowdfund? What was the real voice of customer you received, and how did you manage this customer relationship?
Well, we still are. So
today, and there's many options if you want to review the webinar. So go through, visit the futuresentertainment.net site. This is the same site, and the campus is there. Don't forget to visit alicook.com and alicookmarketing.com also, and then PHMC Group if you want to do something. And for any question, any specific topic, and anything you may need in marketing, feel free to contact us by email, by telephone, on social media. Give us a small post and post on our timelines or whatever, or send us a mail, and we will answer your question, or create a webinar with a specific and dedicated topic you want to see, and you want to learn about.
thank you.
Thank you very much, Ali.
And thanks for joining.
We're gonna. Yes, thanks for attending this third webinar of a very long series. And next week at the same place, the same time for this webinar number 4. All right. So have a very good day, very good night in New Zealand and Australia, and
Okay, bye.
get
See
you
you on
next week.
Facebook.